What's up guys, Proxstar360 here, and this is going to be the second part of my garage like reveal, I guess. Because I thought I'd do it again because there's been quite a lot of car parks that came out, and some people being online have been asking me, like some of you guys have been, oh, what have you got, what have you got? So I was like, oh, I might as well just do a video. So basically, I'll pick out a few cars to show, because I have got loads. I mean, obviously I showed some last time, so I won't do those. But I'll show some of the ones I got from DLC and expensive ones I've got. But if you see any, so I'm just quickly scrolling through now. If there's any that you see that I don't show, write down in the comments. Show me, and then slash the cars, and then for the next one I'll do those. So yeah, let's get started. Right, so firstly I've got the Mclaren F1 Gt. It's one of the most expensive cars in the game. It's 4 million credits or dollars or pounds or whatever you guys call it. It took me a while to get, I must admit. I spent at least a couple of hours getting the credits to buy it. But it's good. I mainly bought it because it's just a decent car to have, and I needed another medal for my British achievement thing. So, but yeah, it goes really fast, I must admit. The handling's brilliant. I'll show you the stats probably at some point. Actually, at the end of this video, I'll do like print screens of each stat so you can see at the end. So yeah, it's really fast actually. The noise, the noise of it is good as well. Handling's pretty good. Braking's good, but the only problem is because it's R1, there isn't many races to do around on the single player, so you have to play online really to actually use it. Right, this is the second car I'll show you today. It's the Ford, I think Ford F100. I'm pretty sure it's a Ford. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's pretty it's pretty boisterous. That isn't me. What am I talking about? That isn't the paint job I've made. That is someone else's paint job. But I think it looks awesome. It is insane. I've lowered it as well. It does go quick, and if you take off traction control, it drifts incredibly, especially for a truck. But it is pretty fast as well. Yeah, it goes. I think it goes at least up to 200 miles an hour. The usual realism of this game, but everything else is alright for it. I wouldn't use it for online racing or anything like that because it is sort of one of those cars you get just to show your friends. Right, so this is the third car I'll show you today. It is a Ford again, but it's my Ghostbusters car. It is really fun to drive around this thing. If you as you can see, like it's so tail happy even though it's really heavy as a car. I mean, this is B class, and at the moment I've got it so it's got 1006 horsepower. So it goes at least 210, I believe. Christ. So yeah, it is a big boisterous car to play with. I'd say I use it a lot for the highway rush because in B class not as many cars can really get to that top speed. But also this little thing is actually quite good at handling. Little, it's actually massive. But yeah, I like the custom Ghostbusters paint job on it. So the person who made that is actually a legend because it is brilliant. Yeah, it's really good detail. Right, the next car is, well, not even a car, it's a blooming van, but it's my Ford Transit. My Transit. I love the paint job. I don't know you guys like Subway, but I love Subway, and I thought this paint job was just epic. Um, so yeah, is hilarious to put online. This is actually, I think, an R3, I think. This gets up to 200 miles an hour. It's got like I think it's got a Shelby engine in it. It's just ridiculous. A Mustang Shelby engine in it. It's just so fast. But yeah, this is hilarious to play with, especially when we'll drive with on the golf course. You can launch it. I'll be putting on other cars on the golf course because they're better to do it with. But this is just incredibly quick, and I just ran the other van. But yeah, good fun. This car brakes. It's a van. I keep saying car, but it's a van. But like even yeah, it's not like the best brakes, but for what it is, a van, a Subway van, it is hilarious to play with. You guys have probably seen it if you watch my Gaming Lowell Edition Forza special. It is so much fun to play with this thing. It makes other people laugh, and oh, it is quick. Look, I'll just show you quickly. It is ridiculously quick for a Ford Transit. Look, it's just like nearly 200. Oh, obviously it loses speed 'cause it's a van going round. Look at it go, it's just ridiculous. Right, this is the Lamborghini Estelesto Elemento. I think that's what it's called. Oh. Annoyingly, it's gone to night now, but I hope you can see it okay. Flames coming out everywhere. This is brilliant. R1 car, four-wheel drive, acceleration, top speed, insane. Everything's on 10 actually on the stats, and it handles like a dream. If you do that mountain pass track, I think this is brilliant for it. As you see now, top speed. The acceleration is. I'm just gonna keep going over myself because it is brilliant. This car does. I do like this car a lot. Oh, I brake there. So yeah, basically, okay, this light so you can see it a bit more. You can't actually change the paint at all, apart from where the red bits are. If you can see that, the red bit at the front and those red bits. It's annoying that you can't change it, but I guess I don't know, because I think it'd be cool if everyone had their own different style. But that's how it is. Anyway, it's an insane car. I'd say it can actually rival the Pagani's. How do you spell it? Oh, God's sake. Pagani Zonda R in track, but Pagani Zonda R is obviously a lot better tight corners. This is can do racing tracks, but this thing it just goes, yeah, and then it can corners a lot better than the Bugatti Veyron. So I use this for high speed tracks, but also if they have cornering at the end of it. So like the mountain pass, it is high speed and then cornering. So you see here, it just sticks to the road. There's no actual okay. Oh, see, look, I didn't fly. If another car, you'd fly off. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool, this car, and it's one of my favourites actually now. I think it's correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's about 2,000 credit, 2 million credits. So it's quite expensive. I think it's 2.5 million. I saved up for this. So I went on a massive buying spree with really expensive cars, but it's worth getting if you have the money. Right, so this is the new Aston Martin Vanquish. I think it came out this year actually, or just the end of last year. It is a gorgeous car. I do love Aston Martins. This is by far one of the best ones they made recently. Interior is nice as well. On this game, it is very quick. I've upgraded to its full potential, so it goes extremely fast. I just like looking. I just like looking at it. It is so gorgeous. But it is good for racing in. But it's quite tail happy, as you just saw there. But mostly cars in this game are anyway. It is it is very good. I do like it. The braking's good, handling's good, speed's good, acceleration's alright. It's just because it's not four-wheel drive, obviously it could be probably a lot faster if it was four-wheel drive, but no one wants a four-wheel drive Aston Martin anyway, so it's good as it is. As you can see, their braking is insane on it. Don't want to hit him. Very tail happy. It's a good car to drive with. And then he got hit by that Ferrari right there. Let me go through. There we go. But yeah, I'm just going around the town here because it sort of shows it off better. And the noise of it, I don't know whether, because I can't hear it through my headset at the moment because I'm recording, but I don't know whether you guys can hear it, because I think the noise in this is brilliant. Oh, just hit that lamppost. But yeah, the new Vanquish is one of my favourite cars in this game at the moment. So yeah, I think this is I don't know whether it was, I don't think it's a million, I think it's about 400,000. I think it is actually, yeah, it'll be 400 or 500,000. It's nowhere near the million mark on this game, so it should be quite cheap for you guys to get. Right, this car here is the Brawler. I think it's called the Brawler. It's basically, I understand it is a modified Range Rover, if I'm honest, for the Dakar. If you guys know what that is, it's like a big, it's sort of a rally stage through desert. So I think it's for the Dakar anyway. And I put this paint job on, which I do like. It's like a fizzy drink paint job. I can't really say the name. I'll just get copyright, but you can see it anyway. So that'll probably be copyright. But as you can see, I've put rally tyres on, I believe, and it's got rally shifting and stuff. And rally suspension. But it is very fast, no matter what. See, look, and it's just brilliant. You just launch it. It's not like one of those cars you can launch and it like flips everywhere. It will stick to the grass, and basically a proper rally car. I'm getting loads of medals here. I didn't even mean to do, but it's one of those cars that I do like to use for playing Infection, because you know you can get Infection map on this. I do use this if it's like any class, because it literally just dominates. You can just go around constantly. Oh, okay, that banged the front of it. But you can literally just go around constantly and you won't really flip over at all, unless you hit it at an odd angle. So I mean, I could just go around here for ages and it would literally just stay on the ground. So if I go up here, okay, oh! Who's the man? Who's the man? Look at that, okay. I obviously hit that at an odd angle because it flipped. But it is pretty like there. I just hit it at an odd angle. It is pretty gutsy. It just sticks to the ground. It does the suspension. I don't know how they do it, but rally suspension really helps. It sort of keeps it even more stuck to the ground. But yeah. But I would, if you guys have the DLC for this, I would get it, because if you could play Infection, and I think this is R2 or R1, it literally, other people would be using Nissans and stuff obviously, but I use this because it literally just sticks. I mean, it can just go incredibly. If you just put all the rally setup on and it will just fly. Right, so this is the Ferrari F50 Gt. You can't really modify it that much. You can only sort of change the tread on the wheels, and I think you can change the rear wing. I'm not sure, but and I think slightly the gearbox, and that's about it. But it is incredibly good for F1. F1. It's R1, but it is incredibly good for that sort of racing. I mean, if I show you here, it just glues. It's just ridiculous. It is like, if you know the Radical, oh, got that. It's like the Radical, but not as light. So it's a heavy car to take around, but it does a similar sort of job with gripping to the ground and taking the corners. So I'm not doing it very well here, but it does do it. Believe me, it does do it. So if I go around here, it just sticks. And it is good for F1 races, because everyone always goes, oh, Bugatti Veyron, oh, Bugatti Veyron, and then they just zoom around and then crash all the time. So yeah, it is one of the best cars to get for that sort of racing. Right, so this is my Nissan Silvia. I don't think I showed you in the last one. I showed you the Mazda RX-7 in the last one. So this is another one of my drifting cars. I've got about 3 or 4 drifting cars I use. I use this, the RX-7, and I use the Supra as well. I'll just put quickly the traction control off. This car is actually brilliant for, well, I might be a bit dodgy at the moment, so I haven't drifted in a while, but it is brilliant for drifting. I just like the look of it as well. It is one of my favourite Nissans. Ooh. Yeah, see, it's very tail happy, so you can sort of just do it quite easily, really. But Christ, yeah, as I said, I haven't practiced drifting for a while. Managed not to ruin it there, but it is brilliant for drifting if you get used to it. It's like with every drifting car, you've got to get used to how it handles and how its back end works in not a sexual way. But yeah, I enjoy using Red Rock as a drifting sort of platform. Whee, look at that. Oh, it's quite cheap. This I don't know how I didn't hit that area. It's not like expensive like the other like GTR and the Skyline. Okay, I ruined it there. I think it's quite cheap really. It's under 100,000 I think. Oh, I'll ruin the side. But I think you spend it depending on how many not billboards, how many display signs you've got, as in like the discount signs. Oh Christ, I didn't see that. You might have to spend quite a lot. I've ruined it. You might have to spend quite a lot on it to do it up enough to be able to get it to a good drifting stage. I mean, when you originally buy it, it's quite good, but to like upgrade it so it's got enough power to get you going round, then yeah, that's pretty much what you'd have to do is upgrade it. So I mean, I've upgraded it so that there's a bit more tread on the back, so you can grip while you're going round, but also I put more power in the engine, so it gives a bit more welly, and I've completely wrecked it. Right, so this will be the final car for this episode. This is the Ferrari Italia. I did show you in the last one the convertible version, I believe, but this time I've got the actual hardtop. For some reason, Turn 10 was so stupid they decided to put this in DLC instead of actually putting it in the game, along with other cars that should be in the bloody game, but hey ho. Can't do anything about that now, but I do like this. I love the noise of the Ferraris in these games. Oh Christ, oh yeah, I've still got traction control off. It's pretty good at just like driving around really. It's not one of those cars that you would race in because it's not really good enough for that sort of stuff. I mean, yes, it does brake, and as you can see, and handle properly, but there's so much better cars out there for the class. I think it's probably R2, I believe. I've put it in white because everyone who has Ferraris gets a white one eventually because it just looks nice. If you're rich enough, you have a white Ferrari, like in the real world. But I've got red ones, pretty much red. Every single one I've got is red. So I thought, why not get a white one? So that'll be it, guys. Give a like if you, well, liked it, obviously. But if you're new to this channel, check it out. I'll be doing more Forza videos because my fan base is pretty much racing games, and I'll be doing Formula 1 soon, and I've got a Need for Speed Carbon series going on if you check that out. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, I'll be doing another one. Remember to put a comment down below if there's a car you saw that you want me to do or not show in the next episode. And also I will be I'll put the screenshots after this. There should be screenshots of every single car I just showed you of the stats. Okay, thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys in the next episode and the next video.